Hello, stock traders. I hope all of you are having a fantastic week so far. So this is my weekly squeeze video, and I'm always excited about this video. It definitely gets the biggest response from my audience, whether that be good or bad. It's interesting to talk about and debate about which stocks might squeeze and which one might be that huge runner. Month to date, personally, I am at a 2.92% gain. Year to date, I am at a 183.95% gain. This channel is called Triple Digit Gains, and I am a big believer that if you have good stock strategies that you can have triple digit gains year after year after year. Some may say that's impossible, but I know it to be possible in that I've been able to do that 4 out of the last 5 years. And so I want that kind of success for you. And if you are interested in my different strategies, how they work, my biggest one is the insider swing play. And then I utilize the PDUFA run-up play. Those are both great stock strategies that I use the most. Actually, the squeeze strategy that we're talking about today is my least favorite because it is very volatile. It's hard to count on. You don't know when it's going to happen. It's hard to plan for, but that's part of the excitement of it also. So that's what's really neat. But I am not a financial advisor. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence. I'm looking forward to bringing a great video today and bring you 5 stocks that have all the stats that could squeeze. In this video, you will want to stay till the very end. But before I get started, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. I am also going to give a quick where I think the market is heading. It's really important to understand what we might be looking at very soon. And so that'll be interesting. I have some kind of an interesting perspective on that. And then, of course, we have our Patreon group. We have a link in the description down below. It's really great. And one level that I never talk about that I have as part of that group is a $7 level. It's $7 a month. It's only $7, and it is my crypto level, and it gives the buy and sell alerts of the cryptos that are covered within Webull. And so if it's covered in Webull, it's in there. So Shibu, SHIB, ZEC, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, XLM, LTC, BTC are just to name a few. And anyway, I have an alert system that covers all of those. It has been extremely successful. I want to cover and go through some of these gains that we've had. And these are some closed positions that we've had this month. BCH closed for an 11.87% gain. Dash, DASH, sold for a 2.81% gain. XLM sold for a 13.8% gain. LTC sold for an 11.16% gain, and BTC sold for a 30.29% gain. Now we have some really impressive open ones that are still open and still going out there. The first is ETH. It is currently at a 31.9% gain since the alert went out. The next is Dogecoin. DOGE up 34.58% and still going. Still has more to go. Zcoin, ZEC. 34.77% gain. That one is still open and still going. And the best, of course, is SHIB. And this alerted before all of the hype. And this initial alert went out at 0.0000797. And that's where the alert went out. And I was able to get in. And up 926%. So not too bad. Definitely worth $7 if you are looking for some guidance on cryptos. And of course, you know, a lot of people will say the way to do cryptos is to buy them and hold them forever. Just absolutely hold forever. And that is true, but with all the regulatory things and different things going out, my opinion is a little more short-term than that. So if you see negative factors and you see the crypto price turn against you, I don't think it's worth holding through. It's best to sell that, wait for it to hit bottom, and with technical factors and alerts to where you go back in at a better price. I do some Bitcoin mining, and so I have a few different positions that way. And I never sell those. I've been holding them ever since I started mining them. Ethereum is one of those, and I'm up just ridiculous amounts in Ethereum. But so there are those times that it's really it, but I kind of feel like I didn't pay anything for it. I paid for the miner. The miner does its thing. It just kind of sits there and does its work. And I just reap the rewards. Okay, well, let's get going. Let's get into this video. Enough covering of that. Let's start off by taking a look at the overall market. So I've been tracking the Elliott wave here. We have wave 3. This is on the SPY, the S&P 500. We have a wave 4 pullback that came close to this SMA line. Wave 5, and then we had an ABC correction where it went up against that SMA line and got rejected and came back down. And ever since, we've been in what I believe to be wave 1 of the Elliott wave, a new bullish 5-wave sequence that is going to happen. We've had our correction. We've gotten that out of the way, and it looks to be that way. Now, one thing we need to be careful of, look here. You can see how close and how high we are on the RSI. Thursday was a really great day on the stock market, but look at how close we now are. We are almost to overbought levels. And what happens typically when we get there? Well, we typically have a pullback. So we could be close to starting wave 2. So please keep that in mind with your trading this week. You might find some good deals Friday morning when this video is coming out. The market's down a little bit and it might pull back just even a little bit more. Where do I think this is going to pull back to? Well, if it follows its normal pattern, then it will fall back to this SMA line and we could get all the way down to 446. And then we would start wave 3, which is the longest and most bullish of all the waves. And then we could get to as high as 500 on the SPY. You might think I'm crazy, but I think it could happen. And so that is kind of what I'm watching and what I'm tracking and what I'm kind of thinking about. All right, let's get into these stocks and start to cover. These are some stocks that got some squeeze possibilities on them, and so I like them for a move upwards. All right, number 5 is SDPI, Superior Drilling, and they have an 8.48% short percentage, 1.34 average days to cover, and a 48.73 borrow fee rate. So I like this. It looks like it's come down and it is going to come close to bouncing off of this SMA line. And then I'm expecting a big move upwards on this. So I like how this chart looks. We've had that big spike. We've had the big pullout. Now we've had the consolidation, and we could have round 2 starting here very soon. So really looking forward to this being a great pick this next week. I'm trying my best to pick the best stocks. This is a very hard strategy to pick good stocks on because they're heavily shorted because they deserve to be shorted. And so you're looking for those diamonds in the rough, definitely, that could get some excitement or have some possibly good news. Anyway, I like the chart on this one. I think it's going to move up and it should be a good pick. Let's go on to number 4. All right, number 4 is Digital Ally, ticker symbol DGLY. This has a 15.62% short percentage, 0.16 average days to cover, so that's really short. So short sellers are getting in and out of this stock rather quickly. 15.44 borrow fee rate, so not that high on the borrow fee rate either. There are shares available of this to short, but what I like about it is it has broken our directional SMA line, and now it's come back and it bounced right on that. Can you kind of see that? You can see that right there. It bounced off of that line. So where could we go here from here? Well, there's some different levels of resistance right around 150. Here's another one at 165, so on and so forth. So this could get a really nice bounce and bounce upwards here and be rather good. So I like this one for a move this next week. I wish you all the best with it, and it should do well. All right, let's go to number 3. All right, number 3 is TD Holding, ticker symbol GLG. It has an 8.02% short percentage, a 0.06 average days to cover, and a 25.78 borrow fee rate. So this is starting to show some signs of life. I like this volume here that has kind of come in, and volume comes in first before price action. So I would like this for a strong move, especially if it breaks this SMA line and gets above 71 cents. and it has had some resistance, different levels of resistance. Here we have 89 cents that has been rather large. We also have $1.03 up there also. So this one has some good stats. We've had a MACD golden cross down here. We're not overbought by any means at a 49 on the RSI. There's different things look good on it. I also like the borrow fee rate and how fast this stock is turning, and it's getting some increased volume. And so those are some things that I like that's starting to happen on this. So I think this one might be really good and primed for a quick squeeze. Let's go to number 2. All right, number 2 is NXTD ticker symbol. They have 5.29 average days to cover. I could not find a short percentage on this, which I thought was really strange. 19.84% borrow fee rate, which with that borrow fee rate, obviously there's some that are short here. So this one seems a little kind of mysterious here. So some things that I like. Well, we finally have some positive momentum. We bounced nicely off the RSI, the 30 RSI here, up to 39. So it's starting to show signs that we have hopefully hit bottom. One thing to watch for on this is it could come down and double bottom here and then bounce up, but I'm looking for a move and a close above the SMA line. So something which is kind of crazy high here at 470. So this has become kind of like a hyper value type deal. And so anyway, I like this one for a move. It has some different stats that are really interesting and some volume things that are going on here behind the scenes that make me think that this is one that could really, really move upwards. Anyway, I'm going to go in with a small position on this because I am a little concerned about a double bottom and then it moving upwards. But this should be a powerful move. I'm looking forward to good things. Let's go to number 1. All right, number 1 is Nutraband, ticker symbol NTRB. It has a 14.67% short percentage. It has a 2.36 average days to cover and a 52.84 borrow fee rate. And so very high borrow fee rate. So I like stocks like that. It appears that it has hit its bottom. It wasn't very long ago. It did make a move above the directional SMA. This has been beaten up to oblivion. So much so that I almost feel like it can't go lower. Of course, a stock can go lower, but I like this one to break above and to show some different signs. It's showing some different signs of life down here. So we have some improved MACD situation here. We still haven't had a cross, but we have had also, this is a great value at only a 44 on the RSI on the daily chart. So I like this one for a big move upwards, especially with that borrow fee rate. It's pretty expensive to short. Decent short percentage. It's high, but not too high. Typically with stocks that the short percentage is just out of control, super high, I don't like those. And the reason being is because there's usually a really good reason why it's been shorted so ridiculously. But anyway, I like this one for a big move. I think it's going to be great. Hopefully we have a lot better luck with these picks than we did last week's picks. But I feel good about some of the different things that I'm looking at here. And hopefully you agree and think it's worth a couple bucks to get in and just try it out. Well, I wish you all the best on the stock market. Please reach out to me in the comment section down below. I hope we have a great rest of the week and look forward to next week and better and bigger and better things. Anyway, let's all make some money, and Raythoven out.